Hi YouTube, it's Ruthie or Mystery Guest 1948 and welcome to my week 8 post-op SADI-s video. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with my stats. My highest weight was 375 pounds in July of 2016. My surgery weight was 319.4 pounds, which was on the December 11th of 2017 with Dr. Curtis Perry with Sanford Health. I had the SADI-s or Loop DS bariatric procedure. And last week I weighed in at 293.6 and this week I weigh in at 292.4. So only a 1.2 pound loss this week. Not a lot, but that's okay. I'll take it. It's girly time. Some people call it Shark Week, I guess. So this is going to be a TMI video. So if you don't want to hear all about my poop and my period, you can go ahead and just sign off right now, because that's what this is going to be about for the most part. Okay, so I'm not really surprised that I didn't lose very much weight, because during this time of the month for me, I tend to get bloated. Last time I stalled, that was my like 3-week / 4-week stall, was when I had my cycle last time. So I wasn't really surprised. I tend to hold on to a lot of water. I also have a cold, if you can't tell. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about with having my cycle, being a girl and all the wonderful girl things that go along with it, something that I've noticed, or I really noticed this time, was emotions. So I know that people say this journey is an emotional journey, and it is. It is an emotional journey. There's a lot of stuff inside that I'm sure I'll be working on and dealing with throughout this process, and that's great. That's fine. But this particular emotional side of the journey is related to hormones. So our fat cells hold on to estrogen, or have estrogen in them, and so when you are using those fat stores for energy, it releases this influx of estrogen into your system. And it is akin to my emotional roller coaster. It came to like a peak on Saturday, which was the first day of my actual cycle. So I had been kind of cranky a few days before that, and afterwards it's kind of petered out. But Saturday, it was like it was akin to the first trimester of pregnancy. Okay? Like, just all over the place. Could be like snap irritated or like bawling. I cried at Moana twice. Like tears streaming down my face, crying at Moana. I've seen Moana like 100 times, okay? So there should be no shocked, emotional punch from Moana, because I can practically quote the movie. But yeah, I totally cried twice, and then I cried when my son followed me into the bathroom and was carrying his toy swords and wanted mommy to play fight with him. I'm like, Keegan, can I please just have 2 minutes to pee and change my tampon, please? And he was crying, and I just, instead of thinking that's funny, because that's kind of a funny situation, I totally burst into tears. And it's funny now, but during it, the emotion of it was just overwhelming, and I cried, and then he cried because he thought he made mommy cry. My poor son. So it was something I wasn't really expecting, that much of a push of emotions. And I had my nutritionist appointment today, and I asked her about it, because I don't like it. I don't like feeling that emotional. I don't like that feeling of my emotions being overwhelming. I've gone through some crazy stuff, and the emotions of it can be really crazy, but I get through it, and I know that those emotions that I'm feeling towards that situation will pass, and I'll be okay. And yeah, I can cry, but I'll be all right. But when it's the hormones behind it, it just feels out of control, and I don't like that at all. So it was actually really hard. It was a really hard day on Saturday. And my son was kind of being a little stinker too. The following me into the bathroom was not a big deal, but there were some other things. But it doesn't matter. Single mom life, tell you what, sometimes I just wish there was somebody else I could be like, hey, can you please take my son for an hour so I can go grocery shopping? Or take a bath or something, but I don't have that. Which is too bad, but we make it. It works. Yeah, so that was one thing that I really wanted to talk about, just that the struggle is real, and women, if you still having your period and you have a surgery, bariatric procedure, the hormone adjustment is real. It is really at least it was for me. It really hit me. When I talked to the nutritionist about it, she said that yes, this does happen. I didn't really think about it before surgery. And sorry, I'm sniffling. But she did say that your body will adjust and that it'll get better in a few months. Your body will adjust to these big emotions, and then as your weight loss decreases, that estrogen in your system will be less and you'll feel better, etc., etc. So there is hope. It's not going to be like this forever, but yeah, for a few months, I'm gonna hate my period even more than I do. Okay, yeah, but speaking of nutritionist visit, that went really well. I met with her for about an hour. I asked her a bunch of questions that she asked me to ask somebody else because she didn't know. But she was really happy with my protein intake and my water intake. I, again, am having 3 of these 750 milliliter or 25 ounce Camelback water bottles a day. Keep doing that. I'd like to get even more, but I'm going to stay happy with my 75 ounces. Thank you very much. This is Crystal Light water, by the way, or generic brand Crystal Light, whatever. But it went really well, and I have switched over to basically I can have anything now, which is nice. I had a salad for the first time, which let me tell you about salad. Okay, chew the salad. Because with this particular procedure, and we looked at charts today so she could explain why I had this experience, but if you don't, I chew stuff. I chew it. It's not like I'm just like inhaling my salad, but I chewed it. But I need to really, really chew because my body no longer breaks down a lot of those fibrous greens. So I basically pooped out lettuce. Like leaves of lettuce. Like, it was really gross. Yep. I pooped lettuce. And so it's really important to chew because my body doesn't do as much of the work for me now. And so I need to make sure to break that down in my mouth so that my guts, which are less, don't have to do that because they can't. So that was fun. Yeah. Those are really the only things I had to talk about today, is that the hormonal changes that come with bariatric procedure was a little bit of a shock to me and hard. It was the first real ugly, I guess, of this weight loss journey so far. I mean, I've had the good, the bad, like stomach cramps after sesame chicken, which is from Satan. But yeah, just the good has been, losing the weight, and that's been awesome. Losing the inches. I have my 2-month surgery this week, and at that time I'll take progress photos and do inch measurements again to see more progress there, and that's awesome. But yeah, this was the worst probably weight loss surgery related experience so far, is that that uncontrollable emotion from the influx of hormones. But that'll get better. Yes, it will. And so this cold that is making me want to just go to bed. So with that, I'm going to sign off. So thank you for tuning in. If you are not subscribed to me already, please subscribe, like, and please comment. If you have any questions or if you can relate, or or have some tips or anything, please let me know. All right, it's always good to talk to you guys, and I look forward to talking to you next time. All right, bye.